So here's the wrap anchor that we're going to use. You can tell that this webbing has been here a long time because it's faded. And if you take a look at where it's going through, there are some that have been cut off already that were here before. One of the first things you want to check is to make sure that the boulder or boulders that it's pinched through are secure. This one above me I don't think is going anywhere, but this one right here, need to check all around the base of it. You can see that it does look like it's cracked and is not a part of the mountain. So this is not considered to be the most bomber type situation, but the boulder is so big and the angle that it's on the slope at is one that would give a person enough confidence to use it. So I'm okay with it. So we're going to check to see, you can check each of these individually to see what you can see. You want to try to pull them out, see if it's been eaten by rodents, if it's been frayed, you know, what you got. You have multiple slings, chances are it's pretty good, but you never know. I mean, you can't see back there, so you can't really tell what you're getting. So for that reason, it's always good practice to put your own slings on the anchor so that you know that it's safe. The other thing we're going to inspect is the wrap rings. We're going to take a look at these. It looks like they're pretty good. They are kind of chewed up from some time spent on this rock, but I don't see any cracks or bends or anything. So because there's two of them there, that gives us some good confidence too. We could actually not use those rings at all and just put our rope straight through the webbing, which we may do. The only problem with that is that you never want to have nylon on nylon. It's one of those rules in mountaineering. So if we do pull it through, if we do that, we'll pull it through really slowly so it doesn't burn through. Alright, so I've got a brand new piece of 1-inch tubular webbing I'm going to use to beef up this anchor. So what we need to do is tie it in what's called a water knot. So to do that, you simply put one overhand in this strand, like this, with a short tail, and then with the other side, you feed that tail back in where the other tail is coming out, and follow it around again, and a little bit more, and back out the other side. So when you're finished, you should have just an overhand knot where the webbing, the tape, is traced over itself. So when you tighten this, it cinches down really hard on itself, and these are really difficult knots to get undone. So don't ever do this in something you want to untie later. So we'll use these wrap anchors, but we'll also use ours here. Our rope through. So that gives us one anchor that we built ourselves that we're happy with, and the one that's here too. So now that we're ready to rappel, we need to get both ends of our climbing rope. And unless we use a carabiner here, we could clip it. We have to feed it through these. So that means we've got to feed one end through, okay, and then down through our brand new piece of webbing we put in here just for safety's sake. And then essentially what you have to do is get both of these ends together, tie them in a big knot here so that nobody rappels off the end. And then you got to find the midpoint. So you just have to feed one of these through, feed them in coils. Big coils so you can throw it down. So now we fed one of our ends through and found what would be the middle of our rope. And then we got a pretty good, little set of coils here. Rope! Throw it out high and long. So I'm all set up to rappel now. Got both of my ropes fed through my anchor down to my belay device. And it's out on the knurled side, so it provides maximum friction. Connected to my lock-in carabiner with the gate locked, and I can double check to make sure that my carabiner does in fact go between both loops of the rope and isn't just clipped into the keeper. And then that's hooked into a sling which gives me an extension and provides a little more smooth rappel experience. It also gives me enough latitude to put a really nice brake on, which is just some small tubular webbing that's tied in the loop. And this is important for this wrap because we can't see if the ropes go all the way to Well, we're pretty sure they go all the way to the bottom, but we think they might be kind of messed up still. They're not hanging free, so I'm going to have to stop mid-rappel anyway and dangle them, maybe more than once. And then while I was putting that on, I just wrapped it around my leg to provide a little bit of friction, so I'm not going to lose control and go sliding. But now that my brake is on and I'm ready to go, mid-rappel position would be feet wide and high, your body fully on the rope, both your hands back here, keeping your brakes back by your hip. Off you go. Oh, no problem.